Are you ready? Are you ready? Because we've got 3 days of very cool stuff lined up for you. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. This is training. This is something you will research and make sure that it fits you. So please take notes, write your questions down. Most of the speakers will take questions on the fly, but some do like you to hold until they're done with their presentation. So Dan Passarelli of Market Taker Mentoring is with us, and he's going to be talking about following the smart money. Dan is an author, a trader, a former member of the CBOE and the CBT, which is now part of the CME group. Dan's written 2 popular books for option traders called Trading Option Greeks and The Market Taker's Edge. He's also the president and founder of Market Taker Mentoring, the global leader in option trader education. He began his trading career on the floor of the CBOE as an equity options market maker. He also traded agricultural options and futures on the floor of the Chicago Board of Trade. He's a frequent contributor to Bloomberg Business Television, Fox Business News, the TD Ameritrade Network, and CBOE TV, as well as a resource to print journalists on markets, trading, and investing. And he's invited frequently to organizations like the NASDAQ, the CBOE, the Philadelphia Stock Exchange, the International Securities Exchange, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and a million others to speak. So he's also a marathon runner, musician, and a world traveler. And I think he's also the father of some college graduates now. So happy Father's Day to you, Mr. Dan.
All right. Well, hello and welcome, everyone. How you feeling today? Once again, I'm Dan Passarelli. And today we're going to talk about following the smart money and how to find high probability trades. Now, before we get into it, I need to point out options are not for everyone. You should read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. All right, now I'm just going to jump right in here, if you don't mind. Think of your usual trade size, right? Maybe you trade typically 5 lots or maybe 50 lots or maybe just a 1 or 2 lot. If you knew a trade was going to be a winner, would you just trade your normal size or would you trade bigger? What do you say? Bigger, of course, right? The more confidence you have, the bigger you can trade, and that's how you make more money. So look here. On April 10th, 266 call credit spreads traded in NVIDIA. 4 days later, at expiration, the person who made that trade could have locked in a $57,216 winner. That's a nice day. That's a big trade. That's a lot of confidence in this trade. So who is making these sorts of trades? It's the Wall Street traders, the professionals, the guys who people are always saying are taking their money. These are the people we love to hate, the professional traders that trade for the big institutions. Institutions like Goldman Sachs, who made $47.3 billion in 2022. How is that remotely possible? $47 billion. These institutional traders are the same people who made billions leading up to the 2008 financial crisis that left a lot of people out of work and at risk of losing their homes. In fact, a lot of people did lose their homes. Look, when you're in Chicago or New York and you see that 27-year-old pull up to the valet steak at the steakhouse in a shiny new Ferrari, guess what they do for a living, right? And then there's the high frequency traders whose firms pay $10 million to build microwave towers so their order gets to the exchange before yours by 3 milliseconds and you're left out in the cold. How can we compete? But one thing that is undeniable is that they're smart. You don't get to that level without having figured some stuff out. We still don't have to like them or trust them. We can still disparage them every chance we get, but they make money because they know exactly how to do it. The bad guys. Are these institutional traders our friends? Yes, actually they are. Why? From today forward, these traders are going to help us with our trading every day on a daily basis. Just imagine that for a minute. There's a way to have institutional traders share the trades they're making with you real time. They do all the work, we'd see their trades, and we'd trade those trades right along with them. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you a way to trade high probability trades so you can boost your win rate by up to 53% more than your current win rate by actually seeing the trades professional traders are trading real time without them even knowing. Wow, that sounds great, right? And at the end of this presentation, I'll share how you can take the next step so you can start getting these results right now. Is that a fair deal? What do you say? Hit that questions box for me and give me a big old yes. Are you liking this? Hit that questions box for me and let me know. Eric says yes, and June says yes. Hallie says yes. Adam says yes. Kurt says yes. Steve says yes. Brad says great. All right, you guys are awesome, man. You're fired up. All right, I love that. Now, also be sure to stay until the end of this presentation. The most important things I'll share come later. And to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, write it down. I will get to it. So that said, let's keep it positive. Let's have some fun. So once again, I'm Dan Passarelli. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, wrote 2 of the most popular books on option trading, worked with every major options broker and exchange in the US and abroad, and I get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. But this is also a slide of who I am and what I do, and these are the important things. The most important thing to me is my family, my kids, my wife Kathleen, who many of you know. She's been part of the Market Taker team for a few years now. Previously, she was a copy editor, what you might call a proofreader, for some pretty well-known publications, and now she proofreads our articles as well. She catches our mistakes. She's the person who makes authors look smart because anyone can make a mistake. In addition to Kathleen, there are 2 adult children, Sam and Isabel. One of the things we like to do together is travel. We enjoy new cities, learning about new cultures, nature. We enjoy food and wine. We've been all over the world together. We're also a musical family. We enjoy listening to music as well as playing it. These are the things that are important to me, and trading helps me be able to do them. But now, let's talk about the important person in the room here. Let's talk about you. I know some of you are just starting out, and some are already doing pretty well, and some of you have been struggling for a while. Whatever your success level is now, you believe that you can always do better, right? And maybe that means having a little more freedom to take some time off and play golf, or actually taking that 3 to 5 day vacation to a dream beach home at an Airbnb with friends or family. Or maybe that means being able to give more to your family members or put your kids or grandkids through college. Listen, here at Market Taker, I will never preach about how trading can get you that brand new Ferrari, right? Because that's just not what we're about. But what if you could learn a life skill, trading, that allowed you to go purchase that Mustang convertible for you to joyride in on a nice summer day? All this is possible. And I know Mustangs or Corvettes or whatever are not for everyone. Many people like the practical cars, the simple workhorses. In fact, even the folks I know who have a fun, sporty car, they also have a practical one too. Something to drive the kids and all their equipment to soccer practice in. Something to get you from here to there that is reliable. That'll get you 200,000 miles over the year. That you can consistently use over and over again through rain, sleet, or shine, no matter what. So look, maybe you'll have flashy stuff, maybe it's not your thing, but either way, life is easier when you have that one thing you can rely on, that one vehicle that provides you consistency you can count on. What I'm going to share with you today is exactly designed with consistency and reliability in mind. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I mean, we're not trying to do it slow either, don't get me wrong, you know, but maybe we can call this a consistent wealth building activity. It's about drastically increasing your win rate with high probability trades to produce consistent profits over and over again. So you have that one part of your overall trading strategy that you can rely on no matter what. Consistency is not guessing. It's measurable. It is using probability to increase your odds of winning and produce a positive return over and over. And in order to do that, we've got to put multiple criteria on the side of every trade. And one of those things is time. So first, we've all heard the phrase time is money, right? But in fact, one is more valuable. I'd say anyway. What would you say? Tell you what, hit that questions box for me again. What would you say is more valuable, time or money? Please go to the questions box and type in time or money. Which is more valuable to you? Adam says time. Eric says time. You can always get more money. I love that, man. Yeah, that's right. June says time. Hallie says time. Ed says time. M says money. Okay. Steve says time. I'm already 73. Yeah, right. So yeah, okay. So we got mostly time because, you know, like that was an excellent point. You can always make more money. That's the easy part. But you can never get your time back. All right. Now, you know, this guy here, Warren Buffett, says the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. And you've already invested your most valuable asset, time, in yourself today, which is awesome. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about options trading, okay? In option trading, time literally is money, or at least time becomes money. The reason is because options provide more ways of making money, one of the most important of which is time decay. As time passes, options lose their value. Now, this helps certain traders who know how to put time decay to use. Time passing creates money. And that last bullet point might seem counterintuitive, that time passing creates money because, you know, a lot of traders buy options, but hey, I always like to say, if you can't beat them, join them. Put time on your side. Instead of buying options and being at a disadvantage, many traders sell them. In fact, selling options is actually more popular than buying them because it's a way to make money by time passing. Now, one thing about selling options is that if I just sell an option, I could end up with a small profit potential, but much bigger risk. So we want to be strategic. There are two limited risk, very strategic option spreads that are at the heart of all option trading. So much so that I call them the mother strategies of option trading. And Sherry, I think your mic might be open. The mother strategies of option trading are credit spreads and time spreads. If you can master these two strategies, you will have all of option trading mastered. The reason is because nearly every option strategy is made up of one or both of those strategies. It's important to get credit spreads and time spreads. Now, right now, I will share the inner workings of credit spreads and walk you along the path to putting them to use. There are two types of credit spreads, call credit spreads and put credit spreads. A call credit spread is when a trader sells a call, usually at or out of the money, and then buys a higher strike call with the same expiration on the same underlying. A put credit spread is when a trader sells a put, usually at or out of the money, and buys a lower strike put with the same expiration on the same underlying. An important takeaway is that because there are both call and put credit spreads, This method of trading works in both up and down markets. To be clear, these are not directional trades. They're not bullish or bearish trades. These are what many traders call a line in the sand trade. Okay? They're forgiven. As long as the stock stays on this side of the line, it wins. So let's go through an example so you can see what I mean. So let's say a trader is studying Citigroup stock and thinks it's not likely to rise above a certain point. Maybe there's resistance at $54 a share. The trader can buy the 55 calls at 28 cents. No, excuse me. I got distracted for a second there. So the trader can position him or herself to make money as long as Citigroup doesn't go above $54 a share over the next 10 days by selling the 54 strike calls that have 10 days to expiration, and at the same time, as part of the same trade, buying the 55 calls in the same expiration. So they sell the 54 calls at 49, buy the 55 calls at 28. So this trader collected a net credit of 21 cents. 21 cents of option premium is $21 of money. This is a 10 contract trade, so that's actually collecting $210. As long as the stock stays below $54 a share for the next 10 days, this trader can make up to $210 on this 10 lot and do so with limited risk because we're protected by buying the 55 strike calls. Make sense? So this is a probability curve. The horizontal axis is the stock price, and the vertical axis is the probability of the stock being at that price. So what I have here is a bell curve. Most finance professors who love to get technical and use fancy terms, they'll say that stock prices are log-normally distributed. So this graphic being a bell curve is not technically exactly correct, but it's a close enough artist's rendition, all right? Now, to make it simple, here's what this shows. The middle is where the stock price currently is. The higher part of the curve here says smaller moves are more probable than bigger moves. If we're forecasting into the future, and if here is today's stock price, most recent or future prices would fall here, close to where today's stock price is. But a small number would have closing prices farther away from where the stock price is now. Now, another huge implication that this has is that finance professors assume that the stock has about a 50-50 chance of heading higher or lower. Now, there's a slight interest rate component there, giving a small bias to the stock going up, but this is basically how finance professors think about it, about 50-50. That said, we're going to talk about how we can change those odds more in your favor later in this presentation. Now, because in this case, the stock was at 52.61 when the trade was put on, and we sold the 54 strike calls, we have a head start in making money. So let's go back to that professor math. If the stock is at 52.61 and there's about a 50% chance of it being lower at expiration, that 50% chance of occurrences would be winners, right? Then the other 50% of the time when it goes up, some of that time the trade would be a winner too. Only if it's trading far enough above the strike price at expiration does the trade lose. And so this is why credit spreads are naturally high probability trades. And that has huge implications. First, the objective is not to do this once, right? It's to make this trade over and over again, these chances of, having a better chance of winning over and over again every day. More wins compounded over time can grow your portfolio exponentially. And that's great if you have a small account and want to grow it into a bigger account. And even if you have a big account and want to grow it yet bigger. What if you only had 30 minutes a day to trade? So there are some trading styles that would be impossible with that time constraint. Day trading, gamma scalping, momentum trades on short time frames. Those are all impossible to trade for people with busy schedules. But credit spreads make money as time passes. They're not urgent like momentum trades or day trades. They're ideal for traders with busy schedules or for traders who have, maybe they have the time, but they like to spend it more effectively. So with our trades, we have to look at more than just the win rate. We have to talk about risk. Every trade is a balance between probability of success and risk reward. So let's look at that Citigroup trade again. If a trader sold this credit spread and collected $210 and held it all the way until expiration, and the stock ended up below 54 at expiration, the options would expire and the $210 would be the final profit, as shown by this blue line right here on this side. If the stock rises above 54, the trade might still be a winner. The credit from selling the spread was 21 cents, so the actual break even is 54.21. Below 54.21, the trade wins, and above there is where the trade loses. And we'll talk more about losses in a second. So first, as you see here, the stock is currently at 52.61. There's about a 50% chance of the stock going down. And if it does and is trading lower at expiration, give me 1 second here. If it does and the stock is trading lower at expiration, that leads to the maximum profit. Then there's a 50% chance of it going up. And some of that 50% would also lead to the maximum profit up until we get to $54 a share. That's when the trade starts getting worse. So your odds of success are overwhelmingly in your favor. But I want to be very clear about something. You do stand to lose more than you stand to win. While the maximum win is 21 cents of option premium or $210 of money on this 10 lot, the maximum loss is 79 cents. We calculate the max loss by taking the difference between the two strike prices, so 55 minus 54 minus the credit. So that's $1 minus 21 cents is 79 cents. In this case, the risk is more than 3 times the profit. So like I said, there's a balance between probability of success and risk reward. So that means we need an edge above and beyond just the probability of winning. And this is what is different about our approach to trading credit spreads. We get that edge, so the odds are overwhelmingly in your favor and beyond the simple approach that everyone else uses, trading credit spreads. What if we could find a bunch of credit spreads that are high probability trades to start out with, and we take all of them, see which meet certain criteria that would make it an even higher probability of winning above and beyond the simple professor math, and then we take only the trades with the best probability of risk reward of those. That would be powerful, wouldn't it? Okay. Remember these guys, the professional traders? Let's talk about this guy again. I used to be this guy, well, or at least a guy like him. That was before I chose to work with you to beat guys like him. In fact, I know this sort of guy so well, I actually have a picture of him from when he was a kid. All right, wait for it, here it comes. Yeah, that's probably him, right? They take your lunch money, they eat your lunch, they make you do their homework, and now they dominate the financial markets. Are they mean? Absolutely. Some of these guys will take and take and take. Do they cheat? I don't know. Maybe they do. But you know what? Like I said before, they're smart. You can't be a professional trader, not for very long anyway, without having figured some stuff out. Say what you will about them, and you're probably right, but they know how to make money. So I have a question for you. What if you knew what the professional traders were doing? They'd find the good trades, they'd do all the research, they would trade them, and you'd know exactly what they were doing the moment they do it without them even knowing. It's kind of like having the bully do your homework for you. That'd be great, right? But one thing we know is that sometimes even the smartest people make mistakes. So after the bully does their homework, we're going to proofread it to make sure it's right. This whole system is predicated on them being right. But you know what? They're not always right. But do you know what is always right? Methodology. Our methodology proofreads what they're doing. So we not only have trades from super smart people, but we only are taking the best of them. This is what I call the genius method. After seeing what professional traders are trading, we verify technical setups using support and resistance, that we can sell options only if they're overpriced, and that there are no planned announcements that can cause the stock to lose. And this is how we gain an unfair advantage. We see what the professional traders are doing right there on our computer, so we get all their unfair advantages, plus we screen them with our time-tested methodology to take the best of them. Now, before I get in to see how the trades the institutions are making, let's first take a look at what this looks like in real life. On April 26th at 9:53 and 42 seconds in the morning in Tech Resources, a big institutional trader sold 738 of the May 48.55 call credit spreads at 84 cents. So that means the trader sold short 738 of the May 48 strike calls, and at the same time, as part of one trade, also bought 738 of the May 55 calls. So that's call credit spread. Same expiration, two different strikes. Because the 48 calls are a lower strike, they had more premium, thus the trader took in a credit when the trade was made. In this case, it was 84 cents per contract of option premium, which is $84 of actual money. Multiply that times 738 contracts, and this was a pretty big trade. If this trader held the trade until expiration, he or she could have made $61,992 at that time. What if you were alerted to this trade the second it happened? Well, a small trader following along and trading just 5 contracts could have added $420 to his or her account. Now, $420 may not look like a lot compared to $61,902. But imagine doing this many times over and over again. This is what leads to this being a wealth building activity, even and especially for small traders. And bigger traders might consider somewhat bigger trades. A 10-lot trader could have brought in $840, and a 20-lot trader could have made $1,680. In UPS on April 26th at 10:09 and 22 seconds, an even 500 of the May 5th 180, 182 and a half call credit spreads traded 44 cents. So this trader sold 500 of the 180 calls and at the same time also bought the 182 and a half calls. The trader took in a total credit of 44 cents a contract. So this is a call credit spread. Its advantage is that it's a not very bullish trade. As long as the stock is below 180 at expiration, which in this case was just 9 days later, this trader would make a $22,000 profit. Imagine you see this trade, the millisecond it happens. A trader trading a 5-lot credit spread could add $220 to his or her account. 10-lot traders could have brought in $440 following along, and that would be $880 on a 20-lot. Now, in Apple on February 9th at 3:53 and 34 seconds, a big trader traded 500 of the February 10th, 152.5, 155 call credit spreads at 39 cents. That's a pretty big trade. Then about 5 seconds later, at 3:53 and 39 seconds, the trader sold another 4,085 credit spreads at 38 cents. Then within another 2 minutes, they sold 2,124 more at 32 cents. Again, these are not super time sensitive trades like day trading or anything. The price often doesn't change all that much over short periods of time. Remember, you make money by time passing. If you miss the first trade here, even miss the second or third one and happen to notice it, an hour later, it's still possible to participate in this trade. If this trader held the trade until expiration and the stock stayed below $152.50 at expiration, he or she would have made $242,698. That's a pretty great day trading, right? And that was in just one day, overnight. Even a small trader following along, trading just a 5-lot, could have added $160 to his or her account. 10-lot traders could have made $320, and on a 20-lot, that would be $3,200. Now, these are just a couple of examples so that you can get a feel for how this works. I have dozens of examples of how all this works that I'll be sharing in even greater detail in a boot camp video class. In just a few minutes, I'll share how you can get access to the video recording of a half-day boot camp that we recorded for you. By now, have you found today helpful? You think today was time well spent? Do you think that you can use what you've learned today to grow your portfolio and provide you and your family with a better quality of life? You want to get results even faster? You want to get consistent daily results? And I'd like everyone to answer this last question. Go and hit that questions box for me. Is it okay if I show you a way to go even deeper and get consistent results even faster? Hit that questions box for me. Ed says yes. June says yes. Hallie says yes. Kurt says yes. Eric says yes, exclamation. Steve says yes. Adam says yes. Brad says, okay, Dan. Wes says yes. All right, excellent. Now, oops, if you're any professional athlete, Oscar says yes, exclamation. If you're a professional athlete, or anyone who is ever great at anything for that matter, you have to get up 2 hours before everyone else to get in their practice, right? Traders do that too. But I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get all the trade data I need from the CEOs, do all the research, model out all the trades and such. The one thing I know is that the big institutional traders are already doing that. So why double up efforts? If you're like me, you get a lot of messages, and some of them are important. If you didn't open the email or text that I sent you about this training, you could have missed one of the best trading opportunities that I've ever shared. But you get some noise too. What if you could get just the most important messages, skim them over on your lunch hour or break, get all the information you need all in one place without the noise? You would see just what's important, what I like to call purposeful notifications. Wouldn't that be great? Well, that's what I'm about to share with you right now. Credit Spread Genius is officially here. Every day, you'll get real-time alerts when traders are trading a large volume of credit spreads to open a new position. You'll be the first to spot these trades so you can participate in the best trades in the market using my proprietary trade triggers to see exactly when the trade is happening real time. Then follow a simple checklist to proofread it, and it's all extremely simple. I'm sharing this now so you can start getting the results that you deserve. Like this one on April 4th in Caterpillar. A trader could have followed the institutional traders and traded a 5-lot of the April 205-210 put credit spreads and could have made $525 holding it until expiration. A 10-lot would have made up to $1,050. In NVIDIA on June 2nd, a trader could have traded a 5-lot of the 390, 392.5 put credit spreads, expiring the same day, and made up to $225 on just a 5-lot. A 10-lot could have made $450. In AI, on April 4th, a trader could have done the May 2025 put credit spread and made up to $985 on just a 5-lot. That's $1,970 on a 10-lot. Meet Chris from Mobile, Alabama. Chris was one of the first people to use Credit Spread Genius. Chris said, I'm a busy professional. I like the credit spread alerts because they save me time researching trades. The nature of credit spreads also means that these alerts are not as time sensitive. I can check the alerts in between patients or at lunch, then quickly formulate a plan to execute a trade. So let's first talk about who this system is not for. Look, just to be clear, this is not for people looking for a get-rich quick scheme. It's just not that kind of strategy. This is about having a system that drives consistent results. This is also not for people who love spending hours and hours going through thousands and thousands of charts to hopefully, fingers crossed, find a halfway decent trade. This is designed to save you time. Your time is valuable. These trades can literally be made in a couple of minutes, not hours, because all the information pops up on a browser window. And this is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators, overthinkers, wishy-washy people who see a good investment but can't make a decision to save their lives. They don't make good traders. But I know that's not you because you have invested your time being here today. So let me tell you who this is for. This is for you. If you want a true edge over the market, this is for you if you want your trading to be easier and less time consuming. This is for you if you have a busy schedule and can't look at the market all day long. This is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. And this is for you if you're willing to invest in yourself. I want to invite you to join us and start using the Credit Spread Genius system right away. So first, you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius scanner. So every day, you'll get real-time alerts when the big institutions are trading high probability credit spreads. This simple scanner searches the universe of over 5,000 stocks for the setup and makes it possible to find trades that you would never have access to without it. This is my easy to use alert system that instantly alerts you to big institutional credit spread trades. You'll be following the smart money so you never have to second guess yourself in the market again. You get password access to real-time trade triggers sent directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. I have pulled some strings for you. I've negotiated a contract with the Chicago Board Options Exchange for you to get professional trade data you can't get from any other source. I repeat, you literally cannot get this from any other source. I, as a professional in this field, I pay for the data because not only is it expensive, it's about $7,000 a month for professionals, but it's not available to non-professionals at any price until now. And the best part is It's all legal. When you sign up, you'll sign up as yourself, a non-professional trader, and get access to these signals through this deal that I made with the exchange on your behalf. This is both powerful and simple. The closest thing to what I'm sharing today is what you'd call an alert system. And this is what one person who used Credit Spread Genius had to say about his experience. I've used other alert systems before. Mostly those are alerting naked long calls or puts, mostly way out of the money and seem like a lottery ticket. I never gained any ground with those. This credit spread alert seems different somehow, like it tells more of what the big dogs are thinking. So yes, what I've created is different. You see, most alert systems, they simply don't work. Even the few credit spread scanners that are out there, sure, they boast high probability, but they're only doing the simple professor math. They don't have true high probability once you weigh it against risk and reward. They don't have a true edge. So I created a true high probability trading system with a real edge. It doesn't require constant attention. It has the training so that you can screen, set up, and manage the trades. This is something that actually works. So I talked to my friends at the CBOE about how to get this data. And so they built an algorithm just for me that scans the market every millisecond for trades the smart money is making, and then pushes them out to our traders, you, in a password protected browser window. No one else on the planet has this technology. These alerts are truly different. You can't get these by scanning with your brokerage account. You literally cannot get these anywhere else. But the other important part of this is the proofreading process and the training on how to manage the trades. So I have created some bonuses for you. Let me ask you, when the plumber comes to your house for 30 minutes to fix a busted pipe, you're not paying him for his 30 minutes, are you? You're paying him for his 30 years of experience. So I decided to save you years of time and put everything you need to know from my nearly 30 years of experience into a few simple, short, quick, easy videos to get you up and running so you can start using Credit Spread Genius right away. This video training course reveals step by step exactly how and why the Credit Spread Genius system works. Because every step is laid out for you, trading the credit spread system removes the emotion from your trading, making it easier to get the results that you want. So what that means is first you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius trade triggers, and then you're going to get up and running fast with the Credit Spread Genius Accelerator video course. Now, the bottom line is we know this can work for you because we're going to make sure that you have all the training you need to make it work. Today, you will also get access to the archive of the Credit Spread Genius Bootcamp. You're going to get a complete drill down training video on every single aspect of trading the Credit Spread Genius system to maximize your chances of success. In the bootcamp, I share how to easily confirm the technical setup to put more probability of winning on your side, how to read options data to identify high probability credit spreads, how to use volatility analysis and skew in your credit spread analysis, and how to maximize your exits to even further boost your win rates, and how to make all this really simple. Look, even if you've never traded an option before, you'll understand a simple approach to spread trading so that you can trade with a high probability of success right along with professional traders. The bootcamp is recorded for your convenience or just to review, and it covers everything you need to know to truly master the system. So this is a $3,750 value. So today, when you sign up, you're going to get the trade triggers, you're going to get the accelerator video course, and you're going to have this absolutely mastered when you go through the Genius Boot Camp. This is a $7,750. Now this is the MTM Spreadsheet Trade Tracker. This is my personal spreadsheet for making sure that I follow every step on all my trades. I put it into a template that now you can use too. Its formulas are designed to easily calculate all the trade criteria that you need to analyze, trade, and manage your credit spreads, as well as other MTM proprietary setups. I've made it so simple to track your trades in this sheet. It's like cheating. This is a $500 value, and it's yours today as part of your Credit Spread Genius Traders package. This amazing value is not just because of the months of work I've put into this based on my 30 years of experience. Not only that, but if you can manage your trades more effectively, make a couple hundred more on your winners, lose a couple hundred less on your losers, and increase your win rate, this simple framework has the power to massively increase your bottom line. So what this means is you're going to get the trade triggers, you're going to get the accelerator video course, you're going to get the bootcamp video, and you're going to get my personal spreadsheet to make sure that you're hitting every step on every one of your trades. It's a total value of $8,250. Credit Spread Genius works on all platforms. Open a simple browser window to deliver your trade triggers real time. There's no special software. Trade on your platform of choice. But do you know what the best part of this is? It's the working leverage. Here's what I mean by that. So typically, more leverage means more risk, but in this case, less work means more return. You're leveraging your time. Look, I've spent months on this. I've done 50% of the work on getting the algo up and running, getting the classes done. Then the trades just pop up right on your screen. The institutional traders, they're doing 48% of the work. You just have to do 2% of the work, and you get to keep 100% of the profits that you earn. Buy now. You can see why the Credit Spread Genius trading system is a steal even at $8,250. If all this did for you was identify high probability trades to take your trading from where it is now to boosting your win rate so you can be consistent and not have the huge swings that all too many traders experience, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? But today, this is not $8,250 because you made the investment of being here live on this training and for being one of my action takers. You're the elite. You deserve to be rewarded. You're better than millions of other traders out there. And I want you to have the results that you deserve. Go right now, to markettaker.com/CSG and get all this for a small, easy investment of just $497. But you have to take massive action right now. 1, 2, 3, go. Go to market. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/CSG. That's short for Credit Spread Genius. Now, a lot of times I say, hey, look, this is limited to the first 20 people or something like that. In fact, my marketing guy said that I should limit this to 20 people, but I don't think that's necessary. First of all, you're smart. And second of all, I want as many people to have this as possible. Now, why would I give such a massive discount then? Well, because look, every year I strive to create 1,000 trader success stories. And this is my way of finding the people who can be one of those success stories. When you see value and attack, right? You see a good deal and you go for it. You're the people who don't hesitate. You're the people who can make great traders. So in order to reward that person and screen out maybe the people who aren't ready for it yet, when you go to markettaker.com/CSG right now, you're going to get everything we talked about for just $497. Now, I was not kidding. These trades come directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. In fact, as soon as you go to markettaker.com/CSG, you're first taken to the CBOE subscriber agreement from the exchange. Now, again, that's because of the deal I worked out with the exchange so that I pay for the data. And because you're a non-professional, only through me can you get this data. So they require everyone to complete this form first. This should be what you're seeing right now. If you're not, go to markettaker.com/CSG, fill out the order form, and I'll take you here and fill this out. And make sure you use the same email on both of these forms. So as a reminder, when you go to markettaker.com/CSG, you're going to get all this for just $497. You're going to get the Credit Spread Genius trade trigger. So you're going to see live, real time, literally up to the millisecond, what the professional traders are trading. Then you're going to get the accelerator video course so that you'll be able to watch a couple short videos and know exactly how to screen these trades. And then you're going to attend the Credit Spread Genius boot camp, and you're going to watch that video, and you're going to truly have this mastered. Then I'm going to also give you my spreadsheet trade tracker so you can fill in each step as you go to make sure you're not missing a single step and to make sure you're doing it right. Now, this is one bonus that's not on those slides. Today, you're going to get access to the MTM community chat room. See, for you to be successful trading this, I need to put you in a community of traders who are going through the same struggles as you are. And some that went through those struggles and are now doing great. So when you join today, you're going to get access to this chat room for a full 3 months. Now, here's a question that I get. Sometimes people say, Dan, I can see how this is a great way to grow a small account, because that's what I have, a small account, but I have a hard time coming up with the $497. Is there a way to finance this? And that answer is yes. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in Credit Spread Genius today when you check out using PayPal and just simply choose PayPal credit. And you do it exactly the same way. Just go to markettaker.com/CSG, click the PayPal button to get started right now. Do you mind if I over deliver? I'm going to give you an extra bonus because I want to all but ensure that you are successful. Those of you who join right now, live during this presentation right now, I'm going to give you a 30-minute strategy session with our Trader Success team. I'm going to put you on the phone with our Trader Success team, and they're going to go over with you the things that are holding you back in your trading. And together, you'll develop a plan to take your trading to the next level. This is a $500 value. And for those of you who join literally right now, you are going to get this $500 value as well. So once again, at markettaker.com/CSG, you get all of this for just $497. If you have a question that I can answer to help you make the decision to come and join us, please put it in the questions box right now. While I'm waiting for questions to come in, I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to welcome some of our new Credit Spread Genius traders. Welcome to our genius, Jerry. Jerry from Chicago, Illinois. That's where I'm from. Welcome and congratulations, Jerry. Welcome and congratulations to June from Frankfort, Kentucky. Welcome, congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Hallie from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Adam from Santa Clara, California. Welcome, congratulations, nice job stepping forward and putting this system into your trading. Welcome and congratulations to Ed, who joined us with PayPal, so I don't have his address or anything like that. I see some questions coming in. Keep those questions coming. While I'm waiting, I'm going to answer a few frequently asked questions. What if I can't install it properly? So look, I struggle with technology myself. I wanted this to be super easy so that anybody can do it. So if you can open up a browser window, which you did, a browser is like, you know, Chrome or Safari or Edge or whatever. All you have to, and you can type, you can access this. There's nothing to install. Simply type your password into a browser. If you had an easy time getting into this webinar, it's easier to get in to the trade triggers than this webinar. Is it time consuming? No, that's the whole point. I know you're busy. Many traders have a busy schedule. I've designed Credit Spread Genius so you can literally trade the system in just a few minutes per trade. What if I can't figure it out? Well, look, you get both short videos in the accelerator course for reference, plus the bootcamp video sharing everything you need to master credit spreads. Plus, you'll be able to ask me questions in the MTM community chat room live, real time. What if I have a small account? Well, look, you want to grow it into a bigger account, right? Consistency is the most important criterion for doing that. And you can always use PayPal credit so you can start seeing results now. Oh, here's a question that I get. This is a question from Duncan. So Duncan asks, what happens after the first quarter? Great question, Duncan. Yeah, so what happens after the first quarter? Well, here's what happens. So like you, I invest in myself too. I take a lot of online and in-person classes, you know, not on trading. I've been doing that for 30 years, but, you know, just other like self-improvement classes, right? I estimate that I've invested more than $100,000 in classes over the past 5 years. So I'm like you, I know what it feels like. And I know that when I see online an incredible discount like this is like 94% off or something, I know what the person who's offering it wants. They want me to see how it works at an awesome discount. And if I like it, if it works for me, if it's making money for me, then it goes up to full price, and that's fair, right? Well, it's fair, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that for me, and I don't believe in that for you. So after the first 90 days, if you like it and you're making money, you know, maybe over the next 3 months, maybe you make, say, $5,000 a month trading these credit spreads. I don't know, just making up a number here, okay? Purely hypothetical. Say you make 15 grand this quarter. Well, you're gonna want to renew, right? Only when you join through this link right here, markettaker.com/CSG, and only when you join right now do you get to renew at $497 a quarter for life. Now, when I say for life, there's no long-term contracts. You're not locked into anything. You can cancel anytime you want. But if you like it, it's working for you, it's a great investment, then you get to keep this renewal rate for as long as you want. Now, Brad asks, how do you tell what trades are the smart money? So two things. One is the trades, the big trades the institutional traders are making, they just literally pop up on your screen. And then I don't take them all. I cherry pick only the best of them. I think there was one, there were 2 trades from my scanners that I took today. More popped up, but I took 2. I cherry picked the best of the best of the best of them, right? How do you do that? That's what the accelerator video course and the boot camp is for. You're going to be an expert. Oscar says, how much money do you need in your trading account? I recommend starting with about $1,500. Okay. If you have more, great. Even if you have a little less, that's okay too. As long as you have an account that you can trade options in, you're in great shape. Great questions. I also want to, I'm not going to read everybody's, everybody who's joined, but welcome and congratulations to Jeff. Welcome and congratulations to Henry. Welcome and congratulations to Rudolph. Welcome and congratulations to Richard. Welcome and congratulations to Ellen. Welcome and congratulations to John. Welcome and congratulations to Eileen. You guys are, man, this is great. I love this. You guys see value, you're real traders. You see a good deal and you trade it. You're not afraid to invest in yourself, which is the most important investment you can make. Brad asks, do you help us make a risk management strategy? Yes. I lay all that out in the accelerator videos and in the bootcamp videos. You're going to have every single thing that you need. Steve asks, can you trade these in an IRA? Yes, you can. I mean, it depends on your IRA. I know in mine you can. Who do you have your IRA? Well, I mean, you know, that you double check with them, but yes, I know I can trade these in my IRA and I have. Brad says, since you picked the best of the best, yeah, so, right, I picked the best of the best, and so I don't take them all right, Brad? Interactive brokers, yeah, I mean, you can double check with them, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I mean, their interactive brokers is very, very option centric, so that should not be a problem, I'm sure. Great questions. And we just had a couple more people jump in. We had Will jump in, Elizabeth jump in, Nathan jump in. So nice job stepping up, making this happen. Great, great job. Are there any final questions that I can answer before we call it a day? Any final questions before we call it a day? Ah, there we go. So Brad says, realistically, what win percentage should we expect? So that's why I went through the beginning of this presentation. These are all high probability trades. Now, some people will use, and we're selling out of the money options. Some people will use as a proxy the delta. There's a better way to do this, and I share it in the accelerator videos and the boot camp. But if you're selling like a 30 delta call, that means you have a 70% chance of the credit call spread winning. So these are all very high probability trades. Some are extremely high probability trades. So yeah, good question. I'm glad you asked that. All right, do we have any final questions before we call it a day? Again, welcome and congratulations to all the folks who just joined us. Those of you who did just join us, you received an email with your your username and password in your inbox of the email that you signed up with. Make sure that you use the same email for the order form as well as the CBOE subscriber agreement. It's very important, otherwise it goofs up the system. Yeah, Brad, I cover all the risk management in the accelerator videos in the boot camp. So yeah, you're gonna see all of that. You're gonna see all of that. Yep, it's very important stuff. You're right. All right. So that said, hey, thank you for attending. Glad I could help. Those of you who join us and move forward, great work. You don't make any improvement without taking an action and choosing to move forward. If you do nothing, you get the same results you've been getting. And if those are already great, great. If you want to improve them, I highly encourage you to take action. And a great way to do that is with the Credit Spread Genius alerts. So this is Dan Passarelli. Have a great rest of your day and trade smart.